we on? I think we're on.
Yeah, we're on. I think so.
Okay.
Wow, you're recording? How do I know?
Because it says recording on this side.
Oh, shit, yeah, top right. Oh, shit, top
Yeah.
right says recording. Okay,
How
so
exciting is that? Hello.
that is mad.
How
Hi,
are
how are you?
I'm good.
I'm
I'm good.
fine.
Good.
Fucking Jesus.
This is brilliant.
Yeah.
It's finally worked.
I don't know, after how long? At least an hour.
I know. I think it's been at least an hour. I've been sat here
Jesus.
like, okay.
Just waiting for my slow ass.
Yeah. This is cool though.
Is your mic quality very good? How's mine sounding?
Yours is fine.
That's all right.
Yours sounds really good.
Damn.
Yeah. It's only taken us 3 years to start this.
Well, I did never do, isn't it?
I know. I remember when I was living with my uncle and you came round and we sat drinking tea and you were like...
I don't drink tea.
Okay, well, I was drinking tea.
Yes.
And we were sat there like, we should start a podcast. And that was 3 years ago.
I know, we've missed the gravy train on that, haven't we? Really?
No.
Fuck.
But no time better than the present. And with everything going on, you know, I feel like...
We can't force ourselves into actually doing it.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm with you.
So, what I wanted to talk about on this today is social media. Because I know that we both have a lot of opinions on a lot of things on social media. So, yeah, I want to see what you think about social media. Like, in the morning, when you first wake up, what is the first social media that you open? Like, you wake up, you get on your phone.
It's Twitter. It's actually Twitter, I think. Because to be fair, with Twitter, you can go on it and it's actually half decent because, for example, you go on Twitter and it says live updates on coronavirus, etc.
Yeah.
So I just have a nice little glance at that, and then I get to look at, you know, what everyone else is doing and funny videos and stuff. What about you?
I think the first app, like if I wake up in the morning, the first app I go to is usually Snapchat.
Really?
Just because like over the night I might have had like random Snapchats off people. Because you know me, I'll go to bed quite early because I'm crazy.
Yeah.
But I'll usually check Snapchat first thing in the morning and then probably Twitter second.
Okay. Why Twitter second though?
I don't know, like for me, Twitter's different. Like I know you use it to see funny stuff as well, but in the morning I'll like check it to see if there's any funny things on there and see if you've sent me anything or see like just what's going on in the world really.
See, with Snapchat, I don't like going on it too often because, you know, this whole Snap Maps thing.
Yeah.
You can literally pinpoint someone's location from that, and that is just so strange. That is so strange.
Yeah, see, I am constantly on ghost mode. Like, I don't come off ghost mode just because I feel like I don't want other people to know where I am.
Yeah, privacy.
Yeah, like I don't need... I think unless it was something like important, unless it was for an important reason, I would keep ghost mode on.
So I used to always put it on for when I was going out on nights out, and then I'd always take it off when I was home. But now I just can't bother to keep it on and off, so I just always leave it on. To be fair,
yeah,
just in case you know ever go missing.
And that's the thing.
Last
like,
year,
for me, I want to kind of keep it on just in case something happens. But then it's like everyone has access to my location.
Yeah, I agree.
So,
Let's talk about my least favorite social media, Instagram.
How do you hate Instagram the most?
It goes Instagram and Facebook.
I hate Facebook the most. I think Facebook is abysmal.
You know what's mad? It's run by the same company as well.
I know. It's the same person.
Yeah. So
I just...
What's your hate? What do you hate about it?
Someone put something on Facebook the other day that really like resonated with me. Someone put on there like 5 things that I hate, like unpopular opinion. And one of them was everybody who loves everybody. And I feel like there are a lot of people on my Facebook especially who just love everyone.
Frauds.
Well, yeah. And I just feel like you can't love everyone. That's just not possible.
The thing is, define love. That's what I'm on about. That's what define love to me when you go around saying that you love people, and then we can discuss it. Because I can honestly say maybe 4 or 5 people I think I've ever actually loved. You know? I'm like, nah, I don't see it. To be fair,
I don't know. Like, obviously, social media it's a bit taboo anyway because people paint a certain picture of themselves on social
yeah.
media, and they'll put, for
Oh, of
example,
course, yeah.
Instagram. They'll put a photo on, and it's like, oh, look at my amazing life, this, that, the other. But actually, it's not what it seems. You know?
That's what I don't get about social media. Everyone's obsession with falseness and
Yeah.
this facade of like the life they're living and the people they're friends with and all this. I was like, there's no need for you to pretend that you're always happy because
Yeah.
it's just not true.
Because that's the thing. Like, we're humans. We're not always happy.
Yeah, and then it's people with like amazing bodies and then girls are like, oh, I want to be like them. And 9 times out of 10, they're like, it's false, it's Photoshop, and they're wearing loads of makeup. There's not a problem wearing makeup, but when you're thinking that a girl's so beautiful and she's natural, and then we find out like she's actually not.
Yeah,
Same.
I think it's become like a bit of a toxic kind of environment because the same. I mean, I think guys do it too. I do it a lot. I'll like scroll through Instagram and be like, "Oh God, that person looks like that. I want to look like that." But then I think, hold on, is that a true representation of what they actually look like?
Like for example, like you said, gym people. Are they
Yeah.
natural? Are they on stuff? It's just like you know,
Exactly.
you never really truly know the truth behind what you're seeing.
And that's the thing. Like, I feel like unless you know that person personally, you can't really comment on, I wish I had this or I wish I had that. If you think about like the Kardashians, they're like huge on social media and people see a certain aspect of what their lives are or what they portray to the real world. But I reckon it's not like that.
Oh, it's 100% not all that. Did you see that? What was it? I saw it on Twitter. The two sisters fighting.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Honestly.
What? What's going on there?
They're full on. I mean, again, I don't know if this is for the camera or I don't know what the situation was, but I literally saw them like boxing each other.
Why?
It was
That's
mental.
Why? Why though?
I don't know.
Do you not watch it? Do you not?
I don't
Do you
really
not watch the
watch it.
Kardashians?
I wanted to get into it, and my friend suggested I get into it because she thinks I like it, but I don't know.
Yeah, just now. Got better things to do than that.
Yeah. But like, I see. I don't know. A lot of people, I think, go into social media now with the kind of thought of I want to be social media famous.
Oh yeah, I agree, 100%. Yeah,
and I feel like if you go into it with that mentality, it won't happen. You've got to just let things happen naturally.
the odds of me becoming famous are so slim. There's no point trying to.
Exactly, and what I've noticed is that if everybody is social media famous, then nobody will be social media famous because everyone's the same.
It just reduces. What's that word? You know when you it's like there's so many people doing the same thing. It's just stagnant. It's just like breaks even kind of thing. Yeah,
it just kind of stops being special then because I think celebrities. I use that term very loosely, but celebrities are like they're different to like you and I because they have different things and they can do different things. And if everybody is a quote unquote celebrity or famous, then nobody becomes famous because it's no longer something special.
Yeah.
It then ends up
just
becoming,
the same.
Yeah, everyone's the same. And then it's like, well, what differentiates you and I? I think
it just goes out to the money, I reckon, wouldn't it?
But a lot of it isn't. You don't even make money after a lot of it. If you think about, so back in the day, if you think about YouTubers, let's say, they were so much bigger and got so much more money, I think.
Yeah, of course,
back in
100%.
the day.
Mm-hmm.
But like nowadays, because everybody wants to be a YouTuber, because everyone's seen that lifestyle and how they lived and the money that they got, everyone's doing it now. So now that everyone's doing it, it's kind of like not special anymore and it's not needed.
The thing is nowadays, like you go on YouTube and then suddenly there's like a random person you've never heard of. It's got like 10 million subscribers, and you're like, who are you?
And that's the thing. And these are the same people that will put things like public figure in their Instagram bios and things like that. And I don't know why it annoys me so much, but it just does. These people that have like 1,000 followers on Instagram and they're like, something official, public figure, blah, blah, blah. Get the fuck out of here.
It's the ones that have that, and then they go like, for any inquiries, please contact.
Oh my God. Now, don't get me
Please
wrong.
contact.
I've got 2 Instagrams, but one's for like my like acting and all that kind of stuff. But that's genuine.
Yeah.
Like, if you have any inquiries, like if you want to ask me any questions about what I've done or what I've got coming up, things like that, then I'll answer the questions. But I do not understand people that don't have a modelling career. They've got nothing special about them, no talents about them. They're just a pretty face and I've got a couple of 100 followers on Instagram. And they're like, oh yeah, public figure, official, this, that. No.
It's like people get paid for doing like shitty advertisements of products that, let's be honest, do not work. And I don't know why there's so much money in it. I just don't understand.
I've never understood it, and I used to hate when we were back at school when people used to be Facebook famous for literal bullshit.
Oh mate, remember that Kane Larkin as well? Do you remember him?
Oh my God, he literally dominated the internet for about 2 months and then went crazy, has come off the internet and has never come back.
You know, like the people chase what we could call it clout.
Yes,
and they ruin their lives for it. They ruin their lives for clout. It's just like, what is the point?
I hate clout chasing. It's the one thing that I just can't. If you do something for clout, if you do something because you think, oh, this is going to make me famous, then you're a dickhead. Like, straight up. Right. I feel like people should just do things because they find it fun.
Yeah, I feel they get like a sense of achievement, like feeling back from it, not just because someone's saying, "Oh, here's $2,000. Promote this shitty headphones." You've seen the one that's going around, that wireless headphones that are £160, but now they're £30. Oh, so, have you seen that one?
No, but I probably will see it. To be fair.
Oh mate, I've mentioned it, mate. You'll probably get it on social media now. Yeah.
But like, I've never understood it, and I see, I don't know, like I see too many people online who I think people share too much sometimes, and
yeah,
it's just I don't know what it is. I don't know why people share too much.
So, do you want to know what really like grinds my gears on social media?
Go on.
People that. I know it's sad when you lose someone. We've all lost someone that's dear to us, etc.
Yeah.
But when you post on social media, for example, if you have like a nan and granddad that don't have Facebook or something, but you say, "Oh, happy birthday to my nan. Hope you have a great day," and she doesn't have Facebook, what is the point? You just want it for attention. It's exactly the same. I hate to say it, but it's exactly the same for dead people.
Yeah.
You know, when someone says, "Oh, happy heavenly birthday to my mom, this and my dad that," I'm just like, I'm sorry for your loss. I honestly am, but no one cares. Like, genuinely, no one cares. It's just you want attention. You feel sorry for yourself, so you want attention. I understand that, but it's just like there's a time and a place for that, you know.
Of course,
keep it to yourself.
Now, obviously, don't get me wrong. I have been guilty of that in the past, but I think for me, the first couple of times that I did it, it was more like me kind of showing the family, "Oh, by the way, I'm still thinking of you." Like, this person's still in my mind. I'm still thinking of you. I'm still reaching out. I'm here if you need me, things like that. But I can totally understand where you're coming from in terms of like, if someone's died, they do not have access to social media because they're not here.
Imagine.
You know, there's no social media in heaven. And I do see where you're coming from in terms of like, if someone's been dead 50 years, what's the point of putting on social media, "I miss you so much, blah, 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 this, that, the other than to evoke a response?"
Imagine that though, they actually get a response.
No, that's terrifying.
What do you do then?
Every time I used to do that, I used to think, "Oh my God, what if they actually do respond?"
Like someone hacks their account and they reply back saying, "Oh, thanks, Liz."
Don't even. Like, I would shit myself. But like, I do see where you're coming from in terms of, like, for example, my parents don't have social media, so on like Mother's Day or Father's Day, I wouldn't post on social media to say like, "Happy Father's Day, Dad, X, Y, and Z," because he's not going to see it.
And even if he did see it, I reckon he'd probably be like, "Lewis, why are you putting that on social media?"
He'd be like, "Why do you need to put that on social media? Because you can just say it to me, you can just text me or call me or whatever. I don't need to do that stuff."
Yeah, it's going out your way to show people that, yeah, I know what you're saying.
And as you say, it's kind of like out of your way, like, oh, hi, by the way, it's my dad's birthday, or it's this day, or this is the anniversary of someone's death, blah, blah, blah. And it's essentially poking someone to say, give me sympathy.
Yeah, it's just, I want attention. Give me attention.
Yeah. And
it's like, you see that? Oh, man, yeah. Carry on. Sorry about that.
No, go on.
It's just like on Twitter, it's some of the worst ones. It's like girls. There's a tweet, I don't know where it is. She's like, the boy I was chatting to said he didn't like this, and I want attention because I cut him off and stuff like that. It's just like, no one cares. Like, did I send you that tweet? I'm sure I did.
You might have done.
My gears. I'll have to resend it, yeah, because it just does my head in. I don't want. Why does everyone want to broadcast their opinions? Like, not opinions, like their life on social media.
Yeah.
Like,
I feel like unless something drastic has happened and you're reaching out for help, why does anyone care? Really?
Yeah. Why do people try to find answers from strangers? I mean, they're like, say, I feel really depressed and stuff, and then they put it on Twitter, like, today I was feeling really depressed. Okay, I know that's a way of venting it, but there's more effective ways of dealing with that. You don't have to put it on social media and try to get some attention, because if that's what you want, you're not actually feeling that depressed. You just want attention, surely.
Yeah, and I think, remember a couple of years ago, like when I came off social media and stuff, and I had to put that like thing on Instagram that was like, this isn't me calling out for attention. This is me saying, like, if you still want to get in touch with me, this is my phone number. I'll still be able to text and call and stuff, but I just had to like put a message out there to say to my friends and family, like, don't worry, just you can still contact me, but I'm just coming off these for a bit, just because I wanted to, just because I wanted like a bit of a social media detox. And I heard of people like on the grapevine that people thought I was attention seeking, but I mean, it could have looked like that, obviously, but for me, it was like just a way to say, because I've got like my grandparents on social media, I've got my uncles and aunties. So for me to put that message out there, it's like, you can still text me and call me. I'm not like going missing in action. I'm just not going to be active on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or whatever.
So how did you find your detox?
I actually find it really good. I always feel like it's really healthy to every maybe couple of months or whatever to just come off for a bit.
So you'd say it's beneficial, say everyone just take like a week off or a weekend off, just connect to the real world.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing. I think for me, it was like, because I spend so much of my time on social media, it's like, it'd be nice for me to come off for a bit and actually see what goes on in the real world.
Yeah, of course. That's why I'm quite like this coronavirus idea.
Yeah, because
everyone's
you get a chance
more
to look at things differently, and you get a chance to speak to people in a different way.
Yeah, and people are actually coming together. Like, you see like groups on Facebook all across the world, like helping each other out if they're needing like essentials, etc. Just all working together.
Yeah,
that hasn't happened for how long? No one's really connected anymore. Like, we're all connected via phones, etc. But in person, there's not much connection. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the thing. Like, I mean, I might do it again. Who knows? Like, I just feel like sometimes it can be really beneficial for people. Sometimes all they need, even if it's just a couple of days, it doesn't necessarily have to be a week, a month. It's kind of just however long you feel like you want to go off for.
Yeah, I just see it. Sorry, carry on.
No, so I was just going to say, like, for me, I thought it was going to be a lot harder. But actually, after like a couple of days, I thought, oh, this is fine.
You don't actually need it. It's just like, it just drains your time. It's like a good distraction of the things you need to do. It's just like, say if you're stressed at work, it's just like go on your phone for a bit, just take your mind off it.
I do that a lot.
Yeah, it just zaps your time away though. Like, think how much more effective it would be if you say you work, because let's say like have a 10-minute break every hour or whatever.
Yeah.
Instead of 10 minutes on your phone, just being like a zombie, just go for a little walk around the office, do yourself a brew, have a nice little chit chat to someone else. You know, just like an actual connection with someone instead of just reading through your screen.
Because that's what I do. If I'm on like my lunch break or something at work, I will literally sit there scrolling through my phone, not looking at anything specifically, but I'm literally just looking at my phone. Yeah.
You're just scrolling the time away. Just like, oh yeah, I've got 15 minutes left. Yeah.
And I feel like too many people do that. And especially of our generation, like too many people will just lie there and look at their phone for the sake of looking at their phone, not because they necessarily need to or want to.
Yeah, it's just, you see it all the time. Like, say, when someone feels uncomfortable, they always whip out their phone and pretend they're texting or look through Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat.
Yeah.
I'm just like, just say hello or something. You don't need to be awkward.
Yeah. And then these are the same people that brand themselves as introverted. No, it's not introverted. A lot of times it's just rudeness.
Yeah, you just don't want to talk. If you don't want to talk, just say you don't want to talk. I'd happily not talk to you. But if you're going to go out your way to be rude, it's just like...
and that's the thing. Like, you can always tell if someone doesn't want to talk to you and they're like forcing themselves to talk to you, because their demeanor changes and their tone of voice and everything. Whereas, as you say, if you just turn around to me and say, listen, I'm not really in the mood to talk right now, I will just leave you alone.
So I love, like for me, say if I'm meeting you in person, as soon as I grab my keys and we're talking, that means I want to go. So like, as soon as I pick them up, I think that's an international sign, isn't it? Say if you're talking to someone at their house, as soon as you pick up your keys, that's like your trigger for them to say,
definitely,
yeah, wrap this up, wrap it up, wrap it up.
Yeah, because there have been too many times where I've been at someone's house or I've been at like a party or something and I've picked up my keys, made it very clear I want to leave right now, and they've just carried on talking for ages. And you're like signalling to look at the door and everything like that, and they just don't.
The classic one is you look at your watch, don't you? You look at your watch, but look at the time. Look at the time.
I was like, oh God, is that the time already? Oh, I need to shoot. Some people just don't take the hint.
But you know what's different subject? But you know what's actually alarming noticing on social media now?
Go on.
Okay, so I'd say the recent TikTok. Have you seen that white couple said that how
yes.
to? Why is there such a massive like racism spurt?
Do you know what?
I don't get it.
This is the thing that I'm talking about. People think that this is funny. And so people will go into TikTok or Twitter or whatever, and they'll make these videos because two of their friends over there laughed. So they thought, oh, okay, if those two have laughed, there's more people out there in the world that will laugh. So they will make these videos that are outwardly racist because they think if I put this on social media, it will get a lot of attention from loads of different audiences and people. And attention means views means fame, and they'll just do it because they want that clout. Again, it's just clout chasing.
But why? Because you know what's good about that story? You know them two high school seniors? They got kicked out of their very uni.
Uh-huh.
How good's that? Like, how good? That's...
If all organisations or people acted in that way, then that could really eradicate things. There have been too many times where I've seen on social media that someone's done something outwardly racist or homophobic or sexist or whatever, and their organisation or someone above them hasn't used that power to say, you can't do things like that.
Yeah, you can't do that, with our company's name, etc. Yeah.
Because let's say I was at school or high school or whatever, and I did something that was wrong, like socially wrong. The only way that I will learn is if somebody above me, whether that be my peers, my parents, teachers, whatever, if somebody above me says to me, listen, that's wrong, you're going to be punished for it, I'm going to do this because of what you've done, that's the only way I'm going to learn.
See, the thing is with that, some people might see that as a challenge and decide to up the ante. So it's really difficult to control.
I know, and it all just comes back to that whole clout chasing thing, because it's like, everyone wants to one-up everyone else. I've been to Timbuktu. Well, I've been to Timbuktu 3. Everybody wants to one-up someone else. And they feel like if they up the ante even more, they'll get more views and therefore they'll get more fame.
But there's loads of them like that. Like, all people that rob other people's ideas, that like no original idea for themselves. Yeah. And then they're like, I'm so great, etc. It's just like, no, you're just clever. You just taking someone else's idea, pretending it's just your own idea. Mark Zuckerberg's a big one with Facebook. Mm-hmm. Like he robbed the idea. Yeah, but he's made most of the fortune from it. Can you believe that?
It's like I see. We've all kind of bitten into the whole like online pranking thing, but I now see too many people doing it. Like, it was funny the first couple of times, but now it's like, okay, you're going to fall over or you're going to jump out on that person again. It's not funny anymore.
Yeah, it's just saturated. Like, it's just too much of the same stuff going on over and over again.
And again, it's going to get to a point where it's like, because everybody's done it, it's no longer special, it's no longer funny, and it no longer kind of has that wow factor about it.
I agree. The thing is, you know what's going to happen? Because people realise that they're losing views on their like prank videos, etc. They'll make them like even more dangerous. Like they'll pull out. I reckon it'll come to a stage where you pretend to like pull out a gun on someone, etc., or rob a shop, just for clout and views.
I don't know if you remember this, but I think it might have been like 2014 or something. But there was a YouTuber who did a challenge where him and some of his friends went to like this rural jungle or something, and they pretended to like shoot one of their friends, and they like acted as if the person was dead. And it was a genuine challenge. It genuinely happened online, and it caused so much backlash.
What? Why? Why would you do that?
Again, it's something that's like, oh, I know what's going to draw people's attention in. It's like when people put things like clickbait, they'll put things on their YouTube as like, this. So people will click onto the video, they'll watch the entire video and realise it isn't anything about that.
I hate that when like the picture on the front of the video looks like it's interesting and you're watching, it's just absolutely dog. Yeah, I agree.
I've seen a lot of YouTube videos in the past where it's been like coming out video or we're having a baby or something like that, and you watch the entire video. It might be like a 15-minute long video, and only in the last 2 minutes will they actually explain. So if people say, oh, we're having a baby, they could just be like getting a dog or something like that, but they've worded it as we're having a baby.
Do you think, oh my God, these two are having a kid? And it's like, we're having a new puppy called John. And it's like, class.
Yeah, and that's when you think, hold on a minute. Imagine if your parents who didn't have social media saw that video and they were like, oh my God, they're having a baby. What? They haven't told us. They watched the entire video just for you to say, oh, we're getting a dog.
Well, that's the thing. And with like most social media platforms, they get paid on amount of time spent watching. So I think it's like YouTube videos like 10 minutes. So if you someone watches it for 10 minutes, that's when you'll start getting more money, I think. Yeah. And it's just making the viewer a sucker, really, isn't it? It's just
and that's the thing, because then you as a viewer, if you're a dedicated viewer, let's say, to this one channel, because it's that person, you will watch that video.
Yeah, and in turn give them money for what they produce, etc. But if they're just mugging you off by making you watch like 10, 15-minute video to get the amount of screen time, watch time up, you just feel like you've been used, and eventually it'll just turn you away from them.
And that's I think why I hardly watch any like YouTubers anymore, because I used to watch so many like back in 2013 to maybe 2016. I watched loads, but because their content stopped being good, and because it kind of like there was too much clickbait or it was just the same thing over and over again, it just got stagnant. And I was like, I don't want to spend my time watching these people if the videos don't excite me anymore. I feel like people are 7 years too late for YouTube.
You know, I don't get like vloggers. Like they literally all they do is put their lives on like a video record and people watch it. I don't see why it entices people.
Yeah, see, I've never understood that. Like, because let's say me and you, we went out somewhere and we just started randomly recording our videos. People aren't going to sit there and watch that because they don't care.
We don't care. We'd have to go out our way to actually start recording ourselves.
Exactly. And I've never understood.
And then of course. And then you have to like put on the facade that you're really happy and enjoying yourself. It's just like, it's false.
And that comes back to the whole... That comes back to the whole like fake thing, because if you're on a vlog, you've got to put up a persona that, oh yeah, my life's great, you know, I'm having the best day ever, this, that, the other. But actually, you're probably not.
See, if I was going to do like videos of like us going to like out and about, it'd be like to restaurants, like the worst rated restaurants against the best rated restaurants and stuff like that. Something that people will actually think, okay, why is it? Like in Birmingham, for example, why is this one like a 5-star? Yeah. Imagine you go in there and you treat it like a royalty, but then like you go to like a dodgy Chinese shop and you're just getting served like something that looks a bit like your cat. And you know, like then you know what, it's a 1-star.
Like your cat. No, but also I think it's good because they're kind of instructional videos as well, because it's like, okay, I'm actually showing you that this is a good place to eat, that's not a good place to eat, this, that, the other. Instead of me just going, I've gone into Top Man and I bought this top, but who cares?
I got it for a steal. It was £4 down from 15. Ooh, well done, mate.
Yeah, like, honestly, who cares? It's just, I've never understood that culture. And even when I used to watch those YouTubers religiously, they'd have like two channels. One would just be purely vlogs. The other one would be like actual edited videos. I would never watch the vlogs because
wouldn't you?
Like a 20-minute video of me watching your day.
The thing is, imagine how people would feel like they just see a randomer walk into the shop, start filming themselves and talking about their food.
Yeah.
You'd be so scared. You'd be like, oh my god, I hope it's like, say if it's a big YouTuber like everyone knows. I'll say, for example, like KSI or PewDiePie, someone like that. Yeah. Imagine like they come to your store and then you're like, oh my god, we have to make sure we're on point because in case he gives us a bad review. You're just.
I wouldn't though, because if you're vlogging a real life experience, if I'm in the background laughing or crying or whatever, I'm gonna be in the background doing that. I'm not gonna adapt the way that I'm doing things. I'm not gonna adapt like my real life because you've got your video camera out. Because if you want the truth, I'm gonna give you the truth.
Yeah, if you want me to be honest, I'll be honest, and if you don't like the truth, then I'm sorry, but you asked for it.
And that's the thing. I just don't like that mentality.
That's the worst thing when people want you to be honest with them, then you tell them the honest opinion, and then they're like, "Wow, that's so rude. That's so mean. Why would you say that?" I'm like, "Whoa, wait, what?"
And that's the big thing about social media, because too many people want to be loved too much, and they don't. They ask for the honest opinion, but then actually they want like the watered down version of the honest opinion because they want to be loved by everyone. And if somebody criticizes them even slightly, it like crushes them.
I love it when people like tell the truth to someone and they get blocked, and it's like, wow.
Yeah, don't ask for the truth then.
But there's too many people like that, like political figures as well. Like as soon as you say something negative about them, block. And I just don't get it.
I've got so many people just want everybody to love them. So they're the kind of people, as I mentioned at the start, like who are the I love everyone kind of people. They will never say a negative comment. They'll never say anything nasty because they want other people to give them that validation of like, oh yeah, I like you. Oh, don't worry, I like you. You're not going to be everyone's cup of tea.
I just don't understand why people think they can find happiness from other people. Like, I truly believe if you want to try to find happiness, you have to find it in yourself. So how could you say to someone, I love you, when you don't love yourself in any way?
Yeah.
That's why with people, I just don't understand it.
And like, I know you don't watch Drag Race or anything, but RuPaul says something at the end of every single episode, which is if you can't love yourself, how the hell are you going to love somebody else? And it's the truth. If you genuinely cannot, every single episode, if you cannot love yourself truly, then there's no point trying to pretend or, attempt to love someone else. Because unless you love yourself completely and utterly, you're not going to love anyone else.
Yeah, it's going to be like, you're trying to find love you're trying to find love for yourself from the eyes of someone who loves you, which is never going to be the same kind of love, is it?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
I feel like don't try and find gratitude in someone else. If you know that you're a good person, if you know that your morals are right and you've not done anything wrong, then just believe that, like, you're a good person. You don't need 4, 5, 6 other people to sit there and tell you you're a good person.
That's the thing, isn't it? Well, I think social media has made people think that way, though.
Yeah. Social media makes people think that, if I don't have 10 people telling me I'm amazing, then they hate me. Well, they don't.
So certain people, like if they don't get a certain amount of likes on like their picture on Instagram,
oh my god,
I've
suddenly too many times.
Suddenly gets deleted.
Yeah, I don't get that. Like, there have been too many occasions where someone's uploaded something to Instagram, and if in 3 minutes they haven't got 300 likes, it's like, I'm deleting it. What's the point?
I don't even know why people upload to Instagram, to be fair. I don't think I've uploaded since 2016. I don't see the point.
Yeah, like, to be honest, I upload photos to Instagram that I like because I think, I like that photo. I'm going to put it on Instagram because I like it and because it's my Instagram. Not because I think, I know I'm going to get 100 likes on this photo. Because quite frankly, like, I don't care about the likes. I know that's what Instagram is, but it doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, who looks the most popular and stuff like that.
That's all.
But that's
it
what
is.
I get. How can you judge someone from a picture? If you want to see how I look like, meet me in person. There you go. It's not hard.
That's why I hate things like Tinder and all that kind of stuff, because you're essentially judging somebody of what you see on a photo. You don't know what that person's like.
The thing is, like, you see some people on Twitter, not Twitter, sorry, Tinder, and you think, oh, they look like a nice person. And then all you have to do, if you want to just double check, you look at their bio, and then you realise, like, they think smoking weed is a personality trait, and then you're like, ooh. Yeah, no, thank you. You know what I'm saying? It's just,
I just feel like it's so materialistic. People want to have this quote unquote trophy wife. You know, everybody wants to be the most attractive person, but actually sometimes the most attractive person isn't necessarily the nicest person.
Oh, I don't think anyone who's like super, like the perfect person is not got great personality, to be fair.
Yeah.
It's like most smart people, they haven't got common sense.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. People who get like, not everyone, but a lot of people who are academically smart and get like all A stars and things like that, generally 9 times out of 10 don't have common sense.
I know, it's bad how things work though, isn't it?
It is mad.
I don't understand. I just don't understand the whole dynamic of people's obsession with like becoming the best at certain things.
Yes. Because do you know what? I think I've definitely noticed this in life, that there's always going to be somebody that's better than you at something. Always.
I think everyone's going to be beaten. Every world record that currently stands is going to be beaten, etc., etc. Like whatever you do will always be beaten. It's just a benchmark.
I think, especially because of what I do. Like I do a lot of acting and I enjoy doing all that kind of stuff. But I always go into like auditions or anything like that, knowing that there is somebody else in this room, there's somebody else in this world that is better than me at this. And I'm okay with that.
Most things are subjective. They're like, you'll never truly ever think. I don't think anyone can truly say they're the best.
No,
because it's just
I don't
subjective.
think that at all. You can be good at things, yes, but I don't think there's anyone in this world that can actually sit there and say, I'm the best at X, I'm the best at Y, because you don't know. There is, 7.5 billion people on this world? You're telling me that you think you're better than every single person on the planet? Wrong.
The thing is, most countries, well, not most countries, some countries aren't developed fully yet. Once some countries, like Africa and China, once some countries become fully developed, you'll notice that whatever we've done in the past, etc., is nothing.
Yeah.
100%. It's just a matter of time.
But you're right in terms of things like everybody wants to be the best, but
I can see
you're trying to get in at a level that you're trying to get in at the best level, but you're actually subpar at what you're trying to do. These people that they'll post like one singing video online and then go into the X Factor because their nan and 2 other people have been like, "Oh my god, you're so good."
I want to know. I want to find out. Is it do say X Factor and The Voice just allow bad singers on, or what?
Well, I mean,
they must do.
I don't know the ins and outs of how it works, but I know that they've got to make a TV show, haven't they? And shows like that, they need a range of different people. So they need people that are absolutely amazing, so that you have that moment of like, yeah, they deserve to be there. They deserve to win this. But then you've also got to remember, it's a TV show. It's still for people's entertainment. So you kind of need to have those bad people. And I know this is going to sound terrible, but you need the people to laugh at. You need those people to go, "Oh God, they're so terrible. I'm going to laugh at them because they're rubbish."
Yeah, with you. Well, I don't. It's so embarrassing for them though. Like, they must get some comeback from that. Like, say from their colleagues, say at work and friends and stuff. But why would you go on there?
I don't think they do, because you see a lot of people, especially in recent years of X Factor and stuff, people go in and they're like, yeah, all my friends and family tell me that I can sing, I'm amazing at this and that, and I've been singing in karaoke bars all my life, and people think I'm really good. They go in, they're actually terrible, but it's that sense of delusion. If your friends and family are trying to be nice to you too much and they say, oh, you're really good at that, you're going to believe it.
Yeah, of course. You would build up your ego.
Yeah. What I like about especially our friendship, is the fact that if I do something and you don't think it's funny or good, you'll tell me. And I need that, because then it's like, okay, let me reassess what I'm doing. Let me reassess how I'm doing it, because the way I've done it isn't great.
Yeah, you can work on it. You can work on it. That's the whole point of having the good friends, isn't it? Just to, put you in your place when you be a bit dumb.
And I know that my family, especially, like, my family, if I did something and let's say I sang a song and it wasn't very good, my family would not mince their words.
Most of the time, yeah.
Wow, okay.
I'm joking.
But like, my family won't mince their words, and they'll be like, listen, this one wasn't that best. This one wasn't that great.
That's what you need. There's someone just to stop you from getting a bit big-headed, and it just needs someone to keep you in check.
Keep you grounded, keep you down to earth. That's what you need.
That's what some people miss, don't they? Because they get to a certain level of like ego and just having yes men around them, they just lose touch with reality.
Yeah, but also their family kind of incite that sense of delusion, because their families are too kind to them. They don't want to hurt their feelings, so they're like, oh no, you are good. But telling them that they're good actually hinders them in the long run, because they believe that they're better at the thing that they're doing than they actually are.
And then they'll put themselves in position, for example, going on X Factor, etc., and then just get slated to death, and then you never know what happens from there.
Then their feelings are probably going to be even more hurt than if somebody, before they've even done that, goes, you're not that great.
And then you just see them slowly deflate, and you're like, ah.
Yeah. And I feel like sometimes it's being cruel to be kind. And I think that's why the kind of performing arts industry is good, because although it can be very harsh sometimes, and they'll be like, you're too fat for the role.
Wait, you actually say that?
Sometimes, sometimes you don't. Sometimes a casting director will have a vision in their head, and they'll think, I want this to look like this, and it doesn't fit in with their vision. I'm not going to get the part.
Have they actually said that to you before then?
No one's actually said that to me before, but I know that's the way things work. Like, I know that if you're a bit too big, you may not be fat, but if you're too big for the part that they're looking for, they won't cast you. And sometimes that's good, because then it's like, actually, it's brutal, but I'm not going to have that false expectation in the future. I'm not going to go into another audition in the future and try and go for a part that's like this, because I know that I don't fit that part.
The thing is, it's all subjective again, isn't it, at the end of the day?
Yeah, it is subjective, but I think it helps.
But I don't know why people... Just being different, I think this is all you got to do is stand out.
Yeah, but... everyone's trying to... No one's going to stand out soon, because everyone's trying to do the same thing. Everyone's trying to be famous. No one's going to stand out.
Well, hopefully, yeah. One day, that everyone just all reaches that point where being famous is just a hindrance. It's just, you don't want it. Yeah. Think about how many stars recently we've lost through like suicide, etc.
Think what?
Like, think about how many like stars we've lost. So Caroline Flack, for example. People like that. That's just now, and social media is only really going to get worse.
Yeah, exactly. And I think what people, I think, block out the bad parts. So they'll always see, oh, Kim Kardashian's got so much money. She's got this brand deal. She's got this TV show, this, that, the other. But they don't see it from the other side. Kim Kardashian probably gets 10 times more hate comments than she does compliments. And people who want to be famous are essentially opening themselves up to that kind of life. Like, yes, you might get 10,000 people saying you're amazing, but you might get 20,000 people saying, go kill yourself, you're the worst thing ever, I hate you. And if you are in the public eye, the public are going to speak, the public are going to say what's on their mind, and you're going to read the comments and all that. So I think unless you have a thick skin, there's no point striving to be in the public eye, being a public figure, unless you know that the hate comments really aren't going to affect you.
I think to a certain extent with fame nowadays, you're going to have to expect some hate, because if you don't, you're just fucking stupid.
100%. And, I think there's people that go into it and don't think they're going to get it because they believe they're a nice person. You could be the nicest person in the world, but you're still going to get someone who doesn't like you.
It's for people just like you just to be different. Say if everyone loves you, the people don't want to follow the crowd, do they? So they'll start to hate you for no reason.
But also everyone likes devil's advocate. Everybody likes to play devil's advocate. So as I say, you could have 5,000 people who think you're amazing, but then there's going to be those people that are like, oh, I'll be devil's advocate. I'll pinpoint a time where they were a piece of shit. I'll find a time where they weren't that great.
It's the people that go like years back on Twitter or something like that, and they find out, they bring up an old post. I feel so bad for them people.
Same. But do you know, I think that's jealousy, because it's like, I want what they have. Because I can't have it, they can't have it.
Yeah. Like, wasn't the most recent one, what's his name? Kevin Hart, when he was going to host the Oscars.
Yeah. When
what did he say? What did he say again?
He said loads of, to be fair, the tweets weren't great, and he made loads of like kind of homophobic remarks, and they were quite bad. So I can understand people kind of being a bit like, oh, that's not great. But it was in like 2013. It was a whole different age back then. It was a whole different era back then.
Yeah, like it was more, unfortunate word to use, but it's more accepted back then, weren't it? It was more accepted.
Yeah. I mean, if you think about shows like Little Britain or Come Fly With Me, I always use that as an example. If they tried to recreate Come Fly With Me for this day and age, the show wouldn't even get past production.
Yeah, no.
Because
it's one of the best.
It's too. I don't know. It's
too much stereotypes, and it's just racist stereotypes.
It's literally like, if you think about the character of Precious Little, it's a white man putting on
dressing as a black woman
and dressing as a black woman, putting on a Jamaican accent. Now, I find that funny. I have Jamaican heritage. I find that really funny, and at the time, I found it hilarious. But I know that there are people out there in this day and age that would find that really offensive.
Have you watched Tropic Thunder?
I have.
Chance. Isn't that one of the best films you've ever watched?
It's hilarious.
I never realised, until like the second time watching it. But that's probably down at Junior.
Yeah, do you know what? The same here. Because I watched it the first time without knowing the cast, and I thought, oh, this is great. And then the second time, I think I actually looked at who the cast were, and I was like, hold on, Robert Downey Jr.'s in this. Who does he play as? And then when you look closely and properly, you're like, oh my God, he's the black guy.
But imagine if they tried to do that now, though.
Yeah, it would just not happen. But it's like White Chicks. Have you seen White Chicks?
Oh, yeah, White Chicks is unreal.
I think it's really funny. Like I find it really hilarious. But it's essentially two black men dressing as white women. That wouldn't happen.
Not anymore, anyway. Would it?
Not anymore.
That's the thing. They're ruining so many potential good movie opportunities simply because of people's feelings.
Because people, in my opinion, I think a lot of things have become very PC now.
And it's to do with social media. It's just the image you want to portray in it has to be different.
And that's the thing. Like you want to keep up with the times. You want to make sure that you're pleasing everyone. That's the whole thing about people pleasing. People are doing these things and saying like, "Oh, we'll never make a show like this because it kind of caters to the masses."
Yeah.
Instead of thinking, "I want to make it because I think it's funny and I enjoy doing this," they're thinking, "Oh, but what if Joe Blogs over there doesn't like it?"
Yeah, and then suddenly you feel like, "Oh God, a huge backlash," because people just jump on the bandwagon. Yeah, always happens, doesn't it?
I just think that as a lot of people would say, the world's gone bloody mad.
Yeah, it's like having sex, isn't it? You can't even breathe anymore.
Yeah. Like, the world has gone mad, and I think social media plays a massive part in the madness that this world has come into.
Yeah, because everyone's panicking in case they get, not social media famous, but like blacklisted kind of thing.
Yes. People don't want to get cancelled.
Yeah, that's the word, cancelled.
People don't want to get cancelled.
I feel bad for some people, innit? Like,
so do I.
Real suits, celebrities, etc. How are you going to get rid of all that fame? Like, you can't go to the shops when you're at a certain level, can you?
Yeah, oh my God. I mean, if you think about people like, I don't know, like Julia Roberts or something, she can't just walk out the house and go to Sainsbury's to get some eggs. Because
of course you can't.
There are people that will like literally shit themselves.
And that's the thing is, people can't enjoy the moment either. They have to take a picture and post it on social media or something like that. And to be fair, I've done that before when you go to like a concert or something, and you realise that
it's different, I think. Because for me, like, I went to go and see Beyonce 2 years ago, and I recorded a lot of that concert, not because I wasn't enjoying the moment, but because it was like, in a year's time, I want to look back on my phone, look at these videos, and remember the memory that I had.
I always think like when I'm recording my phone, I'm not watching the actual event. I'm watching it through my phone, and it really annoys me, irritates me.
Like I do get where you're coming from, and it's like there's people that, I mean, again, I've done this like in nightclubs where they record their entire night from start to finish. It's like, are you actually enjoying yourself, or are you showing people on social media, look at the great time I'm having, or I'm having an amazing time at this nightclub, oh look at me.
Look what I'm doing.
Yeah,
I'm with you.
But again, I've done that. You know, it's not like I'm shitting all over those people that do it, but it's just I just don't get it. I don't get why that's become a big part of our society.
It's like a social norm now to just show everyone what you're doing.
Yeah. And it's like those posts on Instagram that's like, you go to a restaurant, you get food, you take a photo of the food. Oh, look at this. Look at this amazing meal that I've got in front of me. In reality, who cares?
No one ever cares what you're eating. Let's be honest.
Because it's like, okay, yeah, the food looks nice, great, but do I care that you're at the most expensive restaurant and that you've got the most expensive meal? No, not really.
No, it's just like, that's a nice meal. Yeah, you just enjoy it yourself. Just eat it with whoever you're with and have a good time. You don't have to put it on social media.
Yeah,
I'll never understand.
I feel like people need to just kind of enjoy things for themselves instead of enjoying it for other people to maybe enjoy it.
Yeah, I think everyone's just lost their connection with like nature and just being outside in the outdoors. Yeah. It's all about computers, laptops, your phone, PlayStations, Xboxes. Just being connected to the internet, just doing whatever you got to do. Just don't get it.
I just think social media is just it's genuinely going to take over the world. It already is kind of, but
it's an addiction, isn't it?
Where it is going to become an addiction, as you say. Yeah, it's going to literally become like a drug.
I reckon. Like, I think it's. Would you count us? Would you count like people younger than us? Like, I think we were one of the last like generations that actually got to experience normal childhood, like going out, eating worms, being in the mud, etc. I don't reckon kids nowadays do that.
Kids in this day and age now are too focused on. You know, people always make this joke that their cousins or something will be like, "Have you got any games on your phone?" A 3-year-old should not be coming up to you asking you if they can play on your phone, because a 3-year-old, quite frankly, shouldn't know how to use a phone. They're 3.
They should just be eating stuff that they should be eating, like Lego pieces, etc.
They should be outside getting scratches and falling in the mud and, you know, all that kind of stuff. But the next generation is going to just be attached to their phones. I know we are, but it's going to be even worse for the next generation.
Oh yeah, everything. Like I reckon with this coronavirus as well, that no one will even have to leave their house anymore.
Yeah,
you can just do it from your phone.
And that's the thing. I think especially businesses now are realizing that people can do work from home, and so they're going to allow more people to work from home, and it's going to then incite them to use their laptop at home or use their phone or things like this. And it's not good. It's not going to be good.
It's going to spiral out of control eventually.
Yeah. It's all just madness. But hopefully everything sorts itself out soon.
And it has been a good chat, hasn't it?
It has been a good chat. I don't know how long we've been chatting for, but it has. And we will do this more often. Well, now that we actually know how this works. And we'll sort out the next one. We'll work it all out and everything. But yeah, thanks for chatting on our socially distant podcast.
Sir. Socially distant, oh God.
I know. We're not calling it that, by the way.
Oh, thank God. What are we calling it?
I have no idea. That's a work in progress. We'll think about it.
Are you sure? Okay, no problem. So.
Cool. Well, it's been good chatting
nice talking to you. No problem, brother. Anytime soon. I'm not going anywhere.
Soon. Yeah, neither am I.
No
problem. All right. See you later.
See ya. Bye-bye.
Bye.